What's up, Kurosaki Clan? It's your boy, Keon'S Kurosaki in the building, and today I'm here to give you my Clash in Paris predictions. Now the last Clash in the Castle was back in 2022, which was in Scotland, which was an amazing show. I believe that was the first show that like Triple H was like able to like fully take over, because Triple H did take over SummerSlam, but like this man still had like his parts in it. But Clash at the Castle was like the first like pay-per-view that Triple H fully booked. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But now we have Clash in Paris. Paris, the crowd hopefully is gonna be hype. Hopefully the crowd is hot. You know, they shaking the cameras, and you know, just hope they bring the energy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're here. I'm here to give you my predictions. I'm trying to make this video short. But yeah, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to interact with this video, and let's get into my predictions. Now, the first match I'm going to go over is John Cena versus Logan Paul. Now, when I first, heard that this match was going to happen, I was kind of like, because there's so many other people that I would like Cena to fight. It would have been cool if we had Cena versus AJ Styles in Clash in Paris, since Paris loves AJ Styles, or like some other kind of match. But I expected Logan Paul and Cena to have a match eventually. I just didn't think it was going to be right after Cena dropped the title. But at least on the bright side for me, at least this is kind of getting that match out the way so that we can get into the other stuff that we really care about. So, and not to say that I think this match is going to be bad. I think the match is going to be really good. I think there's going to be a lot of cool spots. Very interested to see how Logan Paul and John Cena are going to fight against each other, because we only saw a glimpse of what they can do at the Royal Rumble, and then we saw them team up with each other at Saturday night's main event, or was it Money in the Bank? Money in the Bank, I think. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like this match is gonna be bad. It should be a very good match. But who I think is going to win, I hope and I want and I think that John Cena is going to win this match. Now, either Cena wins this match, and the only way I can see him losing is if like Brock Lesnar comes back and screws John Cena out the match. So Brock might come back just because it's Paris, and they might want Paris to have a huge pop, or have a huge reaction or something like that. But I think John Cena is going to win. But the only way I see him not winning is if Brock Lesnar interferes in the match, F5 Cena, and like Logan Paul capitalizes. But my final prediction, John Cena is going to win that match. The next match that we have is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship between the champion, the man, Becky Lynch, going up against Nikki Bella. You know what I'm saying? Nikki Bella's not winning this match. Becky Lynch is going to win this match. I have been enjoying their... Would you even call it a rivalry? Because they only like interacted like 3 times. So, I mean, the promos have been good. Becky Lynch is so entertaining on the microphone. And I've said this before. Becky Lynch is one of the best women's wrestlers on the microphone. Like if I had like a Mount Rushmore of like women wrestling promos, Becky Lynch would be on that list. Her and like Rhea Ripley and like other people, AJ Lee, of course. But Becky Lynch would definitely be on that list. But who I think is going to win this match? I believe Becky Lynch is going to retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship. The match should be okay. I'm not expecting like no masterclass, but I wouldn't be against it. You know what I'm saying? But I believe Becky Lynch is going to retain her Intercontinental Championship. The next match that we have is a Donnybrook match between Sheamus and Rusev. These two have been having like a little series of matches on Raw. I believe they are 1 apiece. I believe Rusev won a match. I believe Sheamus won a match, and they've been brawling ever since Rusev even came onto the scene, or returned back to WWE. I think the only reason they're doing this match is for Sheamus, for him to get like that ovation from the crowd. This match should be good because their matches on Raw have been great. You know, hard hitting, entertaining, and I expect the same in this match, in a Donnybrook match, which means like no rules. You know, tables, ladders, freaking shillelaghs and stuff like that. But who I think is gonna win? I want to say Sheamus because I want Sheamus to have that win. You know, because he didn't get the win at the last Clash of the Castle. But also, Rusev just came back, and they might want Rusev to win his first rivalry. So it's like, either one could win. Would Rusev really be hurt if he lost? I feel like Sheamus would take a lot of damage if he like lost his match, right? Or would the crown not matter, or would it like not really matter? I don't know. But I'm gonna just go with Rusev or Sheamus. I want Sheamus to win, so I'm gonna go with Sheamus. I won't be surprised if Rusev wins because you know they might want to have Rusev win his first rivalry back onto the scene. But personally, I want Sheamus to win, so I'm gonna pick Sheamus to win this Donnybrook match. And also, it's a freaking Donnybrook match. Come on, it's literally Sheamus's yard. This is literally Sheamus's match. So I'm gonna go with Sheamus to win this match. The next match we have is a match I didn't expect to see on this card, honestly. But I'm not complaining. We got the Tribal Chief, the original Tribal Chief, the OTC, the head of the table, the one, Roman Reigns, going up against the Tribal Thief, Bronson Reed. And if you're wondering why he's called that, it's because Bronson Reed has had a gimmick where he just steals Roman Reigns' shoes for some reason. I guess he's a hoodlum. You know, he's a gangster, you know. Gangsta. But who I think is going to win this match? Roman. You know, I don't see Bronson Reed beating Roman Reigns. But I do see Bronson Reed still benefiting from this match because I think he'll perform well in this match against Roman. I think he'll be a good, like, what's the word? Like dominant person in this match for Roman to, like, be in a situation he's never really been in before, where like Roman has to like fight and like scrawl and catch and pretty much be like the underdog of the match. But I think overall Roman is going to win. So yeah, so Roman is going to be like the underdog trying to fight back, but Bronson Reed keeps dominating, keep pushing him down, keeps, you know, hitting him with big moves and stuff. But eventually I think Roman Reigns will come up on top, hit him with a spear, 1, 2, 3. I think Roman Reigns is going to win this match. And now we have what I think might be the main event, depending on if a certain match happens or not. But I'm gonna assume it's the main event. It's for the World Heavyweight Championship, a fatal 4-way between the champion Seth freaking Rollins, going up against CM Punk, going up against LA Knight. Yeah, and Jey Uso. Yeet. This should be a fun match, you know. They all hate each other. Honestly, I feel like Jey Uso is like the only chill one in this entire match because LA Knight can't stand Seth Rollins and can't stand CM Punk. CM Punk can't stand Seth Rollins getting a little ticked off by LA Knight. Jey Uso, he's just sick of it. Jey Uso just wants to win the World Championship back. But it seems like the other three are just really at each other's throats, while Jey Uso is just chilling, you know what I'm saying? But who I think is going to win this match, Seth Rollins. I don't see Seth Rollins losing the championship this early. And plus, I don't think CM Punk is going to be the one to defeat Seth Rollins or LA Knight to defeat Seth Rollins for the World Championship. I think Braun Breaker is going to be the one to defeat Seth Rollins for the World Championship. I think we're going to have like a little throwback to Evolution, you know, Triple H with his reign of terror with the World Championship, and then eventually Batista broke off from Triple H, and then he beat him at WrestleMania for the World Championship. You know, I think we might be having the same situation, but with Seth Rollins as Triple H and Braun Breaker as Batista. Would Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble? That would be cool. It's been a minute since we had like a rising star win the Royal Rumble, except for just being like a main eventer who doesn't really need the Rumble, you know. But it would be cool if we had like a younger talent win the Rumble. That'd be cool. So I wouldn't mind Braun Breaker winning it to eventually face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. But for this match, Clash in Paris, Fatal 4-Way for the World Championship, I think Seth Rollins is going to retain his World Championship. Now, that's why I would end the video, but I'm not sure, because I'm making this video before SmackDown, so they might, and before Clash in Paris, so I think there might be another match they might add, and I think most people are thinking it might be either Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, or Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. You know, because I think probably on SmackDown, possibly they could have Randy and Drew have a match, since Randy RKO'd Drew McIntyre last week. I think they might have a match on SmackDown, and then like maybe like Drew McIntyre wins, and then he tries to Claymore kick Randy Orton's head through the table monitor like he did Cody, but then Cody Rhodes comes back and he runs down to the ring, he beats up Drew McIntyre, and he's like, Drew McIntyre, I'll see you at Clash in Paris, and then they, you know, have the match at Clash in Paris. So I can see it happening. So since I don't really know, I'm gonna just do my predictions for both. If it is Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton at Clash in Paris, I believe Drew McIntyre is gonna win. But if Cody Rhodes comes back and it's Cody versus Drew McIntyre at Clash in Paris, I think Cody Rhodes is gonna win. I wouldn't mind if Drew McIntyre won the WWE Championship, but I think Cody Rhodes is gonna retain the title. So yeah, just in case that match get added and this video is not really outdated, or like I don't give my predictions on that match. But just to let you know, if it's Cody and Drew, I think Cody's gonna win. If it's Drew and Randy, I think Drew is gonna win. Alright? Alright. My dog's barking. It's time to end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your predictions down below. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream Clash in Paris. It's possible, but I don't think I will be able to. But, you know, at least I'm making this prediction video so you guys know what my predictions are for the show. I appreciate all of you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to interact with this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, Kurosaki Clan.